Good morning, everyone. I am Vincent Santos from ADMS presenting the pre-bid conference of the procurement of asphalt overlay of runway at Bigan Airport with bid number 258010 Alpha at Barangay Mindoro, Bigan City, Ilocos Sur. With a project title of Asphalt Overlay of Runway at Bigan Airport with a source of fund of APP fiscal year 2025 with an approved budget of contract of 100 million pesos only, with a duration of 120 calendar days inclusive of 22 rainy or unworkable days, with applicable fee for the bidding documents of 50,000 pesos exclusive of any or taxes imposed by relevant government agencies. Bid must be duly received by the Back Secretariat through the manual submission at the office address as indicated below on or before 28th of October 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Late bid shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be on 28th of October 2025, 9:30 a.m. at the given address below and or Jitsi Zoom Google Meet. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend the meeting. Next is ITB Clause 5.2. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project refer to the contract which have the same major categories of work, which shall be asphalting of roads and or other horizontal structure. 5.2b, the statement of SLCC shall be accompanied by a certificate of final acceptance issued by the owner, a final rating of at least satisfactory in the contractor's performance evaluation system. In the case of contract with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. ITB Clause 7.1, subcontracting is not allowed. ITB Clause 10.3, valid pickup license or a valid special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of contract for this project is medium A, license category B, road, highway pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structure, and bridges. Next presented to your screen is the key personnel must meet the required minimum years and experience set below. ITB Clause 10.5, this is the minimum major equipment requirements. Next is ITB Clause 19.2. Partial bid is not allowed. The infrastructure project is packaged in a single lot and the lot shall not be divided into sublots for the purpose of bidding, evaluation, and contract award. ITB Clause 20. The bidder with the lowest calculated bid that complies with and is responsive to all requirements and conditions shall submit it valid PhilJEP certification of registration, latest income and business tax returns filed through the electronic filing and payment system, key personal licenses, updated status of all ongoing contracts, including contract awarded but not yet started, issued by the government agency or private concern. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or a finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with the Section 69 of the IRR of RA 9184. ITB Clause 21, the following relevant project documents are required to be submitted by the successful bidder who submitted the LCRB as part of the contract agreement during its signing: the construction schedule, the part chart and S-curve, the part CPM network diagram, manpower schedule, construction methods, equipment utilization schedule, and the construction safety and health programs approved by the Department of Labor and Employment.
Apologies, Mr. Chair. Before we continue with the presentation of the pre-bid conference, may we ask the back secretariat if there are prospective bidders online?
Yes po, nakapasok na ito lahat.
Yes. Okay po. Thank you.
Continuing po, sa presented to your screen is the checklist of technical and financial documents. For the legal documents, valid PhilJEP's registration certification, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with the Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. In the technical documents, The statement of the prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including in contracts awarded but not yet started. Next is the statement of bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Next is special pickup license in case of joint venture and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security if in the form of surety bond. Next is the project requirements, the originally duly signed organizational chart, the original of duly signed list of contractors' key personnel, original of duly signed list of contractors' major equipment units, original duly signed omnibus proposal. Next is under the financial document is the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contract capacity. For the Class B document, if applicable, duly signed joint venture in accordance with the RA number 4566 and its IRR in the case of joint venture is already in existence or duly notarized. Next is under the financial component envelope is the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, the original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, summary of bid proposal, bill of materials and cost estimates, summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, summary sheet indicating the unit prices of labor, summary sheet indicating the unit prices of equipment, and the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Next is presented to your screen is the airport layout plan. The topographic plan, and the profile along the runway center line. Next is the asphalt overlay layout and the runway markings. Next is the scope of work. The project covers the supply of labor, materials, and equipment necessary for the asphalt overlay of runway from station 126 to station 780. The details of works are best enumerated below. However, it is understood that the contract includes all work and services, though not specifically mentioned herein, but are needed to be fully completed. The project shall be undertaken by the contractor. First is the general requirements. Under it is the mobilization and demobilization, the occupational safety and health program, the project billboard and signboard, facilities for the engineer, provision of living quarters for the engineer. Next is under the asphalt overlay of runway. The emulsified asphalt tack coat with a total coverage of 23.40 metric ton. Asphalt mixed pavement surface, bituminous hot laid with a total covering of volume of 5,212 metric ton. Removal and disposal of temporary transition with a total coverage area of 8,505 square meter. Next is the runway markings with a total coverage area of 1,585 square meter. Next, under the shoulder and strip grade correction, the embankment from barrel source with a total embankment and backfilling of 1,172.66 cubic meter, including the 20% compaction on the strip width as shown as the approved plans. Next is the aggregate base course 200 thick with a total volume of 427.21 cubic meter. For the general provision, all scope of work for this item must be in accordance with the approved plans and specification. Quality and types of materials must conform to the specification and must be approved by the project in charge of the CAAP. The contractor shall be responsible in providing personal protective equipment for staff and workers, and safety inspectors or safety engineers on site while construction is ongoing. Regular safety and weather report should be accomplished. The contractor shall be responsible for all laboratory, material testing, environmental compliance certificate, safety permit, and survey instrument necessary in the project implementation. All expenses shall be incorporated in the contractor's overhead costs and shall not be considered as pay item. And the presentation. Thank you.
For the prospective bidders po, the floor is now open for your questions. Again po, for our prospective bidders, the floor is now open for your questions po.
May mga tanong sila, sir.
From RD Sen Jaire de Guzman po, good AM. May site inspection po, ADMS please.
To RD Sen Jaire, sino ba? Sir, we do not require yung site inspection but we recommend na magpunta po kayo sa site para makita nyo rin actual. But we do not require site inspection.
Any other questions po? If there is no other questions po, please be reminded that you can still submit your questions or queries within 10 calendar days before opening of the bids. Thank you po. Mr. Chair, for the next agenda item po, we have a pre-bid conference for the project rehabilitation of perimeter fence from multi-level parking to gate 2 at Kaap Central Office with bid number 25-84-10 Alpha with ABC amounting to 5,083,684 pesos and 49 centavos. ADMS project po.
Mr. Chair, for this project, the end user ADMS, Engineer Randy will present the pre-bid conference.
Pero ito na yung
Ay, sinend ko. Sinend ko sa USB.
hindi, pwede na yun, pwede na yun, pwede na yun.
Diba?
Pwede na yun.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I am Randy Cabusura of ADMS. I will be the one to preside or present the pre-bid conference for the project rehabilitation of perimeter fence from multi-level parking to gate 2 at Cap Central Office with bid number 25-84-10 of Alpha. So within the invitation to bid of the project, we have the project title as being mentioned, rehabilitation of perimeter fence from multi-level parking to gate 2 at Cap Central Office having a source of fund of CAP APP fiscal year 2025 under the corporate fund. The approved budget for the contract ABC is 5,083,684 pesos and 49 cents only, with a duration of 150 calendar days, inclusive of 10 rainy or unworkable days. The applicable fee for the bidding documents is 10,000 pesos, exclusive of any or taxes imposed by relevant government agencies. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines will hold a pre-bid conference on 16th day of October 2025 at 9:30 a.m. So today, via Zoom or Google Meet, which shall be open to prospective bidders. Bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat through manual submission at the office address as indicated below on or before October 28, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. So under the ITB clauses for 5.2, we have the for the purpose of contracts similar to the project refers to contracts with which have the same major categories of work, which shall be building construction or improvement or rehabilitation or repair under the IBC of 5,083,684 and 49 cents. The statement of SSC shall be accompanied by a certificate of final acceptance issued by the owner or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the contractor's performance evaluation system or CPAS. Under 7.1, subcontracting is not allowed. Under item 10.1, bidder shall submit all eligibility and technical documents as specified in section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. So for the Class A documents, the legal documents, technical documents, the financial documents, and under Class B, we have the financial component envelope. Under item 10.3, the valid pickup license or valid special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the project of the contract for this project shall be small b, license category C and D for building an industrial plant. No other contractor license or permit is required. Under 10.4, for the key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set below. So the project civil engineer, construction safety and health officer, having the general experience, construction foreman, and the general experience will be 5 years in general contracting and 3 years in building construction or improvement, rehabilitation, and repair for relevant experience. Under 10.5, we have the minimum major equipment requirements as follows: portable welding machine, grinder, cutting off machine, jackhammer, backhoe, dump truck, one baggage mixer, concrete vibrator. Under the 15.1, we have the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 2% of ABC if bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, or bank draft or guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, or the amount of not less than 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. Under item 16, each and every page thereof shall be initialed or signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order or in the form page 3 of, for example, page 3 of 100, page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole documents inside the envelope. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified. Under item 19.2, partial bids not allowed. Under item 20, the bidder with the lowest calculated bid shall comply, that complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions shall submit the valid PhilGIPS certificate of registration, latest income and business tax returns filed through the electronic filing and payment system of the BIR, K-personal licenses, and updated status of all ongoing contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, issued by the government agency or private concern. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in that event the finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of the IRRA or IRR of the RA 9184. Under item 21, the following relevant project documents are required to be submitted by the successful bidder who submitted the LCRB or the lowest calculated and responsive bid as part of the contract agreement during its signing. The construction schedule, bar chart and discard, PERT CPM network diagram, manpower schedule, construction methods, and equipment utilization schedule. Construction safety and health programs approved by the Department of Labor and Employment for the project. Next is we have the site development plan. And now we have the scope of work for the project. The project covers the supply, labor, materials, tools, and equipments, and construction related permits necessary for the project rehabilitation of perimeter fence from multi-level parking to Gate 2 at CAP Central Office, having the following scopes of work. Under special item SPL1, Construction Safety and Health Program, the work includes all materials, labor, and equipment tools that are necessary to complete the construction safety and health program. Under SPL2, we have project billboard or signboard. Under SPL3, board up. The project in charge assigned by CAAP must approve the materials used and workmanship. Under item 1 for the civil works, we have the demolition, covering a total area of 487.5 square meters. The hauling and disposal, covering a total volume of 97.5 cubic meters. Any miscellaneous cost shall be in the full responsibility of the contractor. Under the excavation and gravel works, having a total volume of excavation work for 55 cubic meters and a volume of 6 cubic meters for gravel base works. Under the concrete works, covering a total volume of 41.9 cubic meters for gravel bedding works. Under the masonry works, covering a total area of 105.3 square meters. The steel works, which shall cover the type 1 fence, type 2 fence, the main gate, and gate. One gate. For the architectural works, we have the following items: painting works, covering a total area of 210 square meters for the concrete walls and columns, and 469.94 for the area of railings and braces. For the electrical works, we have the following items: lighting conduits, boxes, and fittings, which covers 438 pieces of conduits. The contractor shall provide routing of conduits to suit job conditions. All conduits and fittings shall be underwriters' laboratories listed. Under the lighting conductors, we have 11 rules of THHN or THWN-2 copper wire, including termination accessories as indicated in the plans. All conductors shall be underwriters' laboratories listed and shall be tested and passed the insulation resistance test prior to energization. Conductors shall be color coded as follows: ground, which shall be green; line 1, which shall be red; line 2, which shall be yellow; and line 3, which shall be blue. For the lighting fixtures and electrical wiring devices, we have two sets for the which shall include the installation of two sets of one gang switch and 36 sets of wall lamp, including standard accessories as indicated in the approved plans. All scopes of work for this item must be completed in accordance with the approved plans and specifications. Quality and types of materials must conform to specifications and must be approved by the project in charge of the CAB. The contractor shall be responsible for providing personal protective equipment for the staffs and workers, and safety inspectors or safety engineers on site while construction is ongoing. Regular safety and weather reports should be accomplished. The contractor shall be responsible for all laboratory material testing, safety and rehabilitation permits, and survey instruments necessary in the project implementation. All expenses shall be incorporated in the contractor's overhead cost and shall not be considered as pay item. So that's all for the pre-bid for the project rehabilitation perimeter fence. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
For the prospective bidders po for this project, the floor is now open for your questions. Yes, Miss Erlene Malangis.
Hi, ma'am. Regarding po dun sa organizational chart, naririnig po ba ako?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Please continue po.
Regarding po dun sa organizational chart, lahat po, ang ilalagay lang po ba dun ay yung personnel na nakalagay sa required nyo o yung lahat na po? Or
Yes,
kahit
ma'am. Yung
magdadagdag po kami ng iba?
Ma'am, yung mga key personnel po na may involved sa project.
Bale, sila lang po talaga yung ilalagay namin.
From proprietor po siguro hanggang dun sa sa magiging key personnel natin.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay po.
Hello, ma'am? Hello?
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am. Refer na lang po dito sa activity of 10.4, yung key personnel na talaga dito sa item 10.4. So, ito po yung mga required na nakalagay sa
Oo nga, sir. Oo nga po. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Any other questions po? If there is no other questions po, please be reminded that you can still submit your questions or queries within 10 calendar days before opening of the bids. Thank you po. You may now leave the meeting po. Thank you.